You put in so many little tricks to make the eye believe that these are folded and crumpled and torn, which is really impressive.
I guess if I'm being honest, the safety pin just kind of gives me the creeps because it looks like it hurts. Maybe that means it's really good.
This is what it means.
The fact that I look at it and keep going like, ah.
It does look like there's a bump,
And
right?
it looks like it red,
Yeah.
right? It looks like it hurts. Good job.
Thank you very much, guys.
7 of you proved your drawing skills and were selected to tattoo. Let's see how you did. Keahi, you're up.
You designed this on a whiteboard, and it was huge. You showed us a giant clean design, and you showed us a precise small design.
You show a lot of tricks here. I love that negative transparency, and also your gradients of your gray shade are really subtle and soft.
It's not all of the time artists have such a strong control on tiny line work like that with no blowouts, no inconsistencies. That in itself is a feat.
Cool, Marlo.
Yeah, really cool, man.
Ishnard.
I didn't know how on the whiteboard you would end the background because it trailed off. Making that background a lot more minimal helped the piece a lot. You tightened up her face and it changed it up drastically. You have these nice shadows under her chest, under her chin, and it really makes everything pop. But a lot of the color looks like it was put in rushed. Some of your lines are all over the place.
There's nowhere on this tattoo where that red line is consistent.
Them lines ain't good, bro.
Put it in solid, don't put it in sloppy. We're gonna call that shit right out.
That was so stupid.
Emily.
The face is really nice. I like the eye that's not behind the hair. Would have been cool if you would have committed to covering the eye completely.
Just cover it because now you're trying to figure out where exactly her pupil is and you start making judgments that might not be right.
There are some anatomy issues with it. I still think the chest is too high. You definitely needed to bring it down a little bit.
There's no foreground, middle ground, and background. Make her hair black. That way the hair's not gonna compete with the veil and the flowers, because right now your eye doesn't really know where to look.
I kind of like it, but I kind of don't.
Luca. I really like the composition of this one better. If it's a bird and a squirrel fighting, they really do have to both be present in the scene. It really wasn't in the last drawing.
The animation style of the squirrel is much more impressive than the animation of the bird. The squirrel is looking at the acorn that he's chasing. Where's the bird looking? Isn't he trying to catch the squirrel?
Yeah, I understand.
This tattoo is supposed to be color, right?
The 5-hour thing, it was impossible to even think about doing it color.
Tattoos like this, I think, just call for color. It loses a little bit of that cartoony feel.
Yeah, time is an issue.
Kyra.
I love the eye. The teeth look really cool. But one of my favorite parts of a dragon is its claws. That feeling of the talon and how it's grabbing. Doesn't look that aggressive.
It was just so hard pulling a mythical beast from my head.
Your color is blended. It's really smooth. Your line work is really, really clean. It just falls a little flat because it's a lot of open skin with nothing really complementing that open skin.
You guys liked the negative that I put on the whiteboard.
I don't think
but then-
anyone liked the negative.
No, we told you
Did
to get rid
anyone
of all
like
of
the
it.
negative?
Oh, I think it was to use it too much.
Way too fucking much. You missed the mark on understanding what negative does.
Allie.
I love it, and I love that you showed all this really delicate line work. This shows a lot of confidence.
I love how you pull the sun behind the KC. It's a cooler interaction and seems much more purposeful.
I did what I could with the 25 fucking elements that I did in the whiteboard.
I love the creativity. I love the ballsy approach. I love it.
Crushed it.
Matt.
I like the overall shape. I like the angle, clean lines, solid filled in. I like the transparency in the leg.
In your critique of the whiteboard, the issue I had was the tail feathers and the direction they were going in. Then when it was translated into the tattoo, those tail feathers you felt so strongly about are not even included.
If I did what I did on the whiteboard, would have taken forever.
Right now, you got a traditional Japanese turkey.
You fucked up on the feathers. We spent so much time talking about them, and then they're gone.
You could have just took that exactly how you had it on that whiteboard, smacked it on the side of her calf. There would be a lot less questions.
Today, you had to tattoo a realistic animal from your hometown. A shop and your spot in the competition is on the line.
Hopefully I didn't shit the bed again.
Let's see how you did. Luca.
You took the extra time to truly take a realistic image, put your artistry into it, and make it your own.
I love the way you cut it up into these weird choppy shapes that you take your fillet knife and cut it just like this. I love the way you brought that bluish gray into the belly. It gives that cold fish belly look.
I mean, Luca's painting with needles. It's beautiful.
This kind of makes me mad at any other realistic fish tattoo I've ever seen.
If anyone is confused on how to bring creativity to any of these challenges, this is how you do it.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, guys.
OJ, you're up. I fucking love this bird. I love the delicacy of it. The realism is there. What a 180 from that god-awful cornucopia. I'm shocked.
I knew I dropped the ball on that completely.
But then you do this, and I'm like, there it is. I know why you're here.
I love the way the bird grabs that branch and is hugging it. That's a hard thing to achieve sometimes with any realism, is the way components interact with each other.
I really like your attention to detail in the face. It just looks alive.
The eyeball looks wet. It's crazy.
Sometimes that goes really south, and I don't think this bird's flying south.
Let's forget the cornucopia forever, guys.
Nadia.
The cheetah is super beautiful. I love the very powerful look in its face and eyes. The eyes are really delicate. I love the contrast in them.
But I'm having a problem with the connection between neck to shoulders. It's missing a little bit of that under chin.
There's no definition at all of where that muzzle really ends.
The chin is where I think you got caught up.
I sucked.
Tyler.
It's super buttery, great application, but it's so buttery smooth that it doesn't necessarily read as gator texture.
The eyes are good and the nose is good, and then in between, it's like you kind of threw it away.
Alligators are hard.
Boucher.
Shit, Jesus, take the wheel.
The head's beautiful, the body's beautiful, but then the first thing you look down at is this leg thing. You should have cheated a hoof in there so that we know that it's a leg.
Some of your techniques in this look pretty sculpted. It's like you're sculpting around those bones and you're pulling up over these muscles and creating this bulbous muscle structure underneath. And I appreciate that. A lot of good things going on in this tattoo. I'm pretty stoked for you.
Hey, y'all still alive? Shit.
Sherry.
You do have a lot of good textures in this piece, but they're just in the wrong areas.
The back leg, it's got a lot of little hairs, a lot of little details. I would have liked to see that more in like the muzzle, focus on where you want people to look.
The left-hand side of the tattoo is so straight and dark, the top is missing, and the right side is just a blurry mid that comes down into a strange shape. It looks unfinished.
Kyra.
The entire area of the muzzle, you varied the textures all over the place and really created the illusion that this cat is furry.
But I'm not big on the smoke. It just looks really chaotic. Almost looks like the cat's wearing a shirt or something that has stripes on it.
Yeah, the smoke was a bad decision.
But this tattoo's got a ton of tricks. You got some skill.
Tennille.
When I look at this little koala, it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy and cuddly. Even the koala's expression feels like it's staring at me. That's a really powerful idea to achieve in a tattoo.
It's textured. You didn't over-detail it, you didn't under-detail it.
Super cute, super fluffy. I love fluffy.
Thank you, guys. I was just about to throw up.
Matt.
definitely a good attempt at color realism. The way you painted it and built textures in the head, it's really nice. But you have this cape of these flat feathers that come down the back. I feel like where the wings meet those, it would change texture or something. It's like lacy doily pattern instead of feathers laying on top of each one.
I could definitely tell that you started with the tail feathers on this one.
I did that for you.
They're beautifully saturated. You chose a very complicated reference. I just hope you set yourself up better in this game, not to kick your own ass.
Mike.
This is a beautiful horse tattoo. I love the anatomy. It shows the strength of a horse. I love how the front of the face is the darkest, along with the eye, and you really just focus on that. But the rear hooves are definitely missing.
It's almost like I got a horse in my pocket. It's like coming out of a little kangaroo pouch.
I definitely wanted to add more in the background.
It would have behooved you. Emily.
Hello, judges.
This buffalo is really cool. I like the goatee. I like how it feels like a different kind of hair.
I really like the top of the head and that fuzzy, open skin of that soft fur.
But it's hard to really tell what's going on because you have the same usage of tones in all of it. If you have a really strong black in your foreground, don't put it in your background. It flattens everything out.
Ishnard.
The fox's eyes look cute, the little nose is cute, the muzzle is cute, but every single piece of hair in the ear is going in the exact same direction.
It almost looks like the teeth to a hairbrush instead of like a soft couple of hairs coming out.
When you make something too repetitive, it takes away from the realism aspect of it.
You did a great illustrative kind of tattoo. I don't think you hit realism in this. Seth.
All right.
It's pretty far from realism.
Oh, okay. I don't know if anybody can look at that and say that's not a realistic...
I can.
Well, I can, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You missed the mark on a lot of shadows, where the eye socket would meet the snout, those wrinkles in there, they're all kind of the same lighting hitting everything.
I do not like the composition. It's clustered. It's confusing. You chose the most complex, most textured part of the tiger, and you smushed it in between two neo-traditional outlines, but it doesn't frame it beautifully. This is not it for me.
Today, each of you had to battle it out to earn one of the last 3 Ink Master shops. Based on your work, half of you will be packing your machines. Let's see how you did. Seth.
This tattoo's a badass bird. You created a new design with the way the wing goes up and the way it comes down.
Compositionally, you really took this to the next level. How you have the flower positioned so perfectly, but not taking away from the bird.
I'd put a piece of my soul into this tattoo.
This is the kind of shit that you're capable of.
Thank you. Okay, let's go.
That's not a winner.
As long as I get further than you, I don't care.
Nadia.
I like the pose way better head. It's a way more striking bird.
I know you went this painterly style, but we know with oranges and reds, those are the first colors to leave the body. It's gonna get really light over time. Also, you took out my favorite part. The wings had this cool calligraphy with writing.
I wanted to change it up because clearly that didn't work.
It was literally all we liked about it, though.
That was our favorite part.
That was the only part. Maybe if the tail even came down and turned into all your writing, just something out of the norm would have been more impressive.
Ishnard.
This tattoo's got a fighting chance in this competition because it's super sick.
The line work was near perfect.
A lot more tricks pulled off because you cut out a third of the crap. You didn't need all that spirally shit that we don't want to look at. My eyes go to the character and all the cool little details. The brass knuckles you added, her unwrapping on her arm.
I love the stance. It looks powerful.
You came in fighting today.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Hell yeah. That was so good. Whew.
Sherry.
You do have a lot of cool tricks. Your really thin line work, that's really hard to do.
You do have these cool details and textures in the head.
But I do think it gets muddy.
I wasn't sure what color it was.
The whiteboard still looks stronger. The other one just looks like you'll put it on a hook and catch a bass.
That's only because of the tail. That's what makes this look like a small little sea creature versus a big, crazy dragon.
The body's just a little dinky compared to the head.
Tyler. I love the creativity. The eye in the middle of the head feels like it's a third eye. The only thing that confuses me is the bigger layer of the mandala. You don't understand what's stopping it. I would have almost just continued that around the head.
Even though you found a way to like morph these three images together, it kind of feels cut and pasty.
The eyeballs should have been pulled out a little bit more, like one is coming out of each other.
It's definitely steps ahead of your whiteboard drawing. It's way more creative.
Very cool concept. Emily.
Hit me.
The face looks really beautiful.
The dark top matches the dark hair, and it perfectly frames in your main focal point.
The flowers up top are a little rushed. They just don't have that punch, but I really love the lighting on her chest. That's done really nicely.
It's totally an evolution from your whiteboard to the second tattoo to this finished product.
Thank you, guys. I love those boobs.
Today, you had to show contrast with glitter tattoos on the stomach. Let's see how you did. Kyra, you're up.
This is how a glitter tattoo should be done. You showed us multiple colors of glitter.
Glitter around the eyes.
Look at the reflective light. You actually made it look 3D.
I love the expression on its face. It shows great contrast with the softness of the shadow.
It's a beautiful tattoo. This is exactly what we were looking for on Glitter Day.
Big dog.
What?
Big dog.
That's impressive.
Luca.
This is a cool little character. I really like the contrast between this glowing bowl up into the face.
But the glitter to me isn't there.
Maybe doing something to have it read more that it's glitter and not just fantasy dust. But this character, he's definitely magical because he's slowly disappearing, starting with his right arm. Where's his right arm?
Oh, wow.
Whoa!
I can't tell you where it is.
Animals definitely need their arms.
Thank you.
You didn't know?
Fucking running, and I was like, oh, I'm good.
Ishnard.
I like the contrast in the color play. You have really nice blues and oranges that play off each other, which are high contrast.
You actually focused on a light source and you rendered the glitter to have an actual shine to it. And that creates a perfect illusion when it comes to glitter. I like this tattoo.
Thank you.
Good glitter tattoo, mate.
Good job, glitter boy.
OJ.
Did you really hit contrast or glitter? Not so much. It's missing a lot of darks. The pink orchids, they look flat. Looks like a discarded tissue or something.
Time definitely got away from me.
I am bored looking at this. It is so boring.
Tennille. This tattoo is fucking sick.
I love the contrast. It's really striking. You can tell where the light source is coming from, and it's really magical.
But does it say glitter? Not really. These bubbles kind of throw it off a little bit.
If the challenge wasn't glitter, I would say that you fucking nailed it.
Seth.
This tattoo's sick. It's definitely a cool monster centipede take. I can tell it was glitter on the back of the body and the way it rolled around.
But you kind of lose it for me up top in the crown.
Missed opportunity. It's a crown. Could have done it a lot more sparkly, but it's a cool, weird tattoo, and it's solid. Emily.
It doesn't show high contrast to me.
It's like not speckled enough to read as glitter, but the main issues are in the anatomy.
You got these front legs, they're bent back and they got an elbow, and then you totally discarded that on the back legs. They almost look like Dragon woke up and his back legs were asleep. Dragons are difficult to pull off. And then glitter, you know, that's a double-ended sword.
Keahi. 'Cause I brush it. 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 'C
This tattoo's crazy, man. How big the wheel is, the perspective.
It's really hard to get circles and tires.
I think it fits the anatomy really well.
The glitter side of it, you lose me a little bit. Probably would have took exaggerating those dots. And instead of pulling that nice line highlight in there, breaking that up a bit, but it really showed that it's kind of glittery.
What you accomplished, though, is a clean motorcycle. You got handed a really hard tattoo, and you executed. Boucher.
I like the angle you chose, that it's kind of coming at you. I really like the soft steam that you brought up from underneath, but that part at the bottom that meets the tracks, where you have all those consecutive lines, some of that gets away from you a little bit.
I'm so focused on, like, what am I doing with this glitter?
It looks glittery, it doesn't flatten out, it doesn't blur together and create one solid color.
And you laid in a beautiful tattoo.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, my what?
Matt.
I love the face on this bat, the 3 eyes. I love that the head's tilted and that it still feels symmetrical. But I don't see the glitter in this tattoo. It's more of a texture of the wing.
There's just way too much black in this to pull off that iridescent, glittery look. You missed it on this one.
Mike.
It looks like a black and gray tattoo that's half finished. It's not saturated. It's a bunch of random colored dots. The glitter is not great.
I don't know if it's standing or it's flying.
It's landing, it's not taking off. You want it mid-flight, you don't want it landing.
You overthought the glitter side of things, and it kicked you in the ass.
Allie.
There is a lot going on here. You got the whole pet store on this lady's head.
There's not a single snake that has correct anatomy. The only tail that you have comes up into a belly that goes into multiple different bodies.
The snakes for sure got away from me.
I am glad you put the tongues in.
No way, dude. It's like they were like, 1, 2, 3, put your tongues out.
A snake without teeth or tongues is a worm.
For me, it's just from the chin down. The head is not bad. It's a beautiful face.
A contrast, I really wished instead of doing gray washes, you would have just used straight black.
This is an outline with some gray shading thrown in. This doesn't pass as finished at all.
Today, you had to show artistry with bottle tattoos on the calf. Let's see how you did. Allie, you're up. Tell us what happened here with your design and with your canvas.
So he had a lot of elements that he wanted to include. He wanted to represent the story that his parents immigrated from Africa. He wanted the continent in there. He told me that I wasn't giving him what he wanted. I wasn't listening.
When you sit down and consult and the first thing he says is, I want the shape of Africa, you gotta tune into people's feelings. This doesn't scream Africa to me.
I was begging him, like literally pleading. Just like this is your parents' journey here, this is about to be my fucking journey home.
It sounds a little like you're coming from desperation there. That could throw him off real quick.
You're putting this competition and your goals above someone else's. And in the end, this person has to wear that for the rest of their life.
Let's take a look at the tattoo you did turn in.
This is a badass tattoo. The glossiness and the glassiness is really amazing. The leaf's really nice. It has a nice highlight and this glossy effect.
The amount of knowledge that you have with reflective light, color blends, saturation, this tattoo fucking crushes.
What I see here is a really great attempt to keep yourself in the game.
I would hope to have a chance to stay here.
Well, we'll have to see how everyone else does. Matt.
The bottle itself is so creative, having the flower be the stopper.
I love the eye inside. I love the glares on it.
You took every piece of his story that was most important to him and you found this beautiful way of blending it all. And on a day that we're testing you guys on artistry, this is how you do it.
Luca.
I totally feel like the little monsters inside that bottle. This thing has dimension to it. I love the way you have the bottom half liquor and then you have that blue top. You did a great job on melanated skin.
Even as the little demon is pushing his hands up against the glass, they actually are turning white. Those little things make a tattoo really special.
Thank you very much. Hi, Luca.
Keahi.
All right.
I do like the whale shark. I like the shape of the bottle. I like that it's turned upside down. But I don't really think you hit the mark for melanated skin.
A lot of these light tones for the tone of skin that your canvas was are just throwaway, man. These light colors are gonna get muddy. They're gonna look different.
This is the best whale shark in a bottle I've ever seen. The bad news is that this tattoo gets lost. Kyra.
I love that you mirrored the light source and you had it echo at the bottom of the bottle. It really highlights the brain itself really nicely.
It has a lot of good contrast. You have these really open areas of skin and really heavy areas of dark. Where that black meets the brain, that brain pops right off. You're using your brain.
Seth.
I absolutely love the faceted pieces of the glass, but each one of those pieces of glass would have reflected the light differently. You lost the illusion of what glass actually does.
I love the dragon's head. I think you did a great job on the melanated skin. It's really contrasted.
OJ.
The teeny tiny little ship inside is pretty clean.
It kind of feels like a window looking into a bottle. I just would have liked to see you use your artistry to create like maybe a big highlight to show that the ship was inside the bottle.
Because of the way that the octopus tentacle is holding the bottle cuts off.
If you had just drawn that out of the bottom, brought the tentacle size down a little bit, you would have gotten away with a lot more. Tennille. The fairy looks like they got caught, which I kind of like, because I would do that if I caught the tooth fairy. I would keep them in a bottle.
I love the little tooth on top. I love how intricate the base is of the bottle. My favorite part about this entire tattoo is the giant glare on the bottle. That's what makes the eye instantly recognize it as a bottle. Spot on.
Mike.
Really nice tattoo, put in the skin really nicely.
There's just a disconnect from the hand to the hourglass. Almost looks like two separate tattoos.
I think it would have been cool with your artistry to be able to like bring some flow or connection between the hourglass and the hand to make it one piece.
It leaves something to be desired when you look at it and kind of go, what's the meaning of this? What's the story? Boucher. You executed the top of that bottle perfectly.
That wood cork that's in there, it looks heavy, but it flattens out at the bottom. Mostly because of this liquid line, you would still see some sort of liquid behind her. And it's a funky looking chest, dude.
I couldn't get them nipples straight to save my life.
If you had gone higher with the red liquid, it would have hid. You would have gotten away with it. Ishnard.
I love the monarch butterfly. You know what I really like is the interaction of shapes. You have the cylinder top into the square bottom, and that's really hard to do and pull off and make it believable.
I like that this flower is in the liquid and it turns into a silhouette under the liquid.
You had the knowledge of glass to leave that negative space to show that the bottom of it is still transparent. That's a really cool trick to pull out.
Thank you, guys. Good job, man. Good job.
All right, judges. The artists had to prove their adaptability by competing in a flash tattoo marathon.
12 solid hours. Yeah, it'll weed out the week really quick.
Damn. This is a double elimination. As a group, the artists created 71 tattoos.
Serious? That's crazy.
71.
Good job, guys.
So we gotta critique 71 tattoos.
To be clear, none of us have any idea who tattooed what. Let's see how they did.
Oh. Who's first? Who's first?
Bring up the first artist's body of work.
Wow.
7 designs.
That's me.
A lot of different styles.
The traditional tattoo looks super traditional.
I like this dagger, the way it fits the head.
All of those colors play so well together.
Cool little deer. I like the illustrative, bold shadow look.
I love the way the antlers are done. I love the outline around it.
It's so basic.
Same kind of style. Big blocky shadows, heavy outline, cool little tattoo that's gonna age well.
I love armpit tattoos, they're fun.
I do like the scenery. The mountains look cool. I like the light source.
Little birds.
It's classic.
They fit good on the body.
This artist killed 2 birds with 1 machine.
Had to go there.
It's a rose. Lacks a little contrast.
The center looks unfinished to me.
Every time I was touching the skin, it was getting super crazy red.
Pizza? Who doesn't love pizza, man?
I like the outline, I like the colors.
I like the melty cheese dripping off it.
This is probably my favorite one of the group.
I like all these, except for the rose.
I'm super happy because I thought they would fucking destroy everything.
You can breathe now.
All right, let's see the next artist's body of work.
God damn it, it's me.
Come on, Kyra.
Oh, here we go.
Come on, Kyra.
It's a wide variety of stuff. Shows some colors, some black and gray.
I'm not shocked that 2 people chose the UFO, because it's cool.
Oh, look, the alien.
It's cool that he's hiding in there, you know?
I love how they brought in the red from the lights inside to put it up against the beam that comes out.
It's cool to see it in the black and gray.
I liked it better in color for sure.
I like the expression on the little cat's face.
But man, this line work is not good. It gets fatter and it just wobbles.
The eye is rendered so well.
It's a cool tattoo for the armpit. The placement is so good.
The purple spiral's kind of cool. I'm impressed being able to do these nice gradations without
no
anything.
lines?
There might be, but they're hidden really well.
Don't even do color.
This one's cool. I like the contrast in this piece. I like how heavy the blacks are. It's really bold and dark.
I don't like the shattered glass.
Is it a heart?
It is a heart.
For me, it's gonna look like armpit hair.
Oh my God.
Next. Boo! It looks like a cabbage.
It doesn't have any kind of highlights. This one just goes dark, 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 and then a background in there that's dark.
Looks like this person has a bruise on their ass.
I'm pretty sure you fought over me to get that last rose.
I did, and I regret it.
Let's bring up the next artist.
Who's it gonna be?
Oh shit, that's me.
I like how it has one color palette that goes across all of these different designs.
Yeah, I want to see these up close.
Thick lines, solid, teeny tiny little thin lines, and all the rope and everything are just as solid.
Another flower box.
I like the way the rope stands out. It's really clean, delicate.
I think this is my favorite one of the flowers.
I like how they shaded that dark background into the flower.
Off to a good start.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do a black and gray panther, solid, dark, clean, bold, this is the way to do it. It's super readable.
I like the mouth of this tiger. This tiger's badass.
I really like the flip in the tongue. Super dope.
I love this one.
Solid saturation, cool color palette. These classic designs are so cool. With that little bit of pop of red in the cheeks, simple gray shading with a bold ass line.
Absolutely on point.
I got an adrenaline rush.
Good job, Seth.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next.
That's me.
Black and gray and color.
It shows adaptability to all styles.
Spider on the head.
The web is too thick.
Spider webs are not black, they're white. You can do it with tight lines in gray.
I ain't never did a spider before.
Pearl? Another spider. More webs.
Literally nothing changed.
God damn it.
Oh,
I like
a little
it.
piece of cake.
The strawberry seeds need help. There's shading on the top of one, not on the bottom.
They just look like they've been in the fridge for a week.
They do.
Or out of the fridge.
do.
Or out of the fridge.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing with that piece of cake.
The cowboy's a lot different.
That looks like it's on paper. Super nice.
The
Crazy.
teeth are sick.
What's up? Yeah.
Dagger with a rose?
Yeah, I think it's a dagger with a rose, but I can't tell what's going on.
The silhouette is camouflaged with these leaves in the back.
We gotta go past this rose shit.
Traditional skull and rose.
The leaves could have definitely been in a more flattering
Yeah.
shape. It looks like it's on a platter.
Damn, son.
Goldfish.
The scales get a little weird. They should be more uniform. Flush it. And the scorpion.
It looks metallic. The lights and darks are awesome.
I like the tail and the way the white highlights kind of follow the body.
It's a really good looking scorpion.
It's cool they didn't pick it up the scorpion with the 4 legs. It was 3, right? No, it was 4. On each side?
There's 4.
Four on each
Don't worry
side?
about it. We're moving
Fuck
forward.
it,
There's
bro.
4.
That was
They
their
didn't-
favorite one.
Don't bring it up.
All right, let's see the next artist.
It's me.
This is a fun group of tattoos.
And 3 tattoos were repeated.
Crazy.
Wow.
The skulls are cool.
I really love the color palette.
The teeth on it's cool, right?
Losing that one eye throws it off a bit for me. Do both or do none.
And I thought it was like really cool doing a cyborg kind of thing.
Oh, that's on the butt.
I like the stem a lot on the line weight on it.
But the red is not packed in there.
Great.
Comparing apples to apples, I like this one better. This thing pops.
Everything looks a lot more intentional, even the contrast with the shadows.
Thank you, Nico.
Cool little cat.
I love the shape of those planes going up the forehead.
I like this one better. The nose is cute. I like the green eyes. They fixed all the little mistakes. The bandages.
The scrape is cool.
Yeah,
I like
it's
the way it's bleeding through.
I like this little stoned devil.
It's like a cereal box character.
I'm putting all my money on Ishnard.
Damn.
We haven't seen black and gray from Ishnard before.
Are you talking
If
about
it
the
is
devil?
Ishnard.
That's my favorite one up there.
Dude, he was just here playing it cool the whole day, knowing he had all this shit in his pocket. Come on, dude, like.
I'm not gonna wait for anything. I'm just gonna throw everything on the table, be like, hey guys, that's it.
Let's bring up the next artist's work.
That's me. Rip the bandit off, please.
This artist only did black and gray, which is interesting.
The people pick what they want.
I like the sparrow. I think a clean, bold, traditional sparrow is classic.
I like the boldness, the heavy black.
Thanks, guys.
It's a cool flower.
The flips on the petals themselves, they don't make too much sense.
It looks like a color tattoo that doesn't yet have color in it.
Damn, that was rough, guys.
And this design's not my favorite. There's a lot going on.
If you're gonna go with those slightly heavier lines down the middle, you should go around the outside.
God damn. Another mandala.
This one looks better to me.
Yeah.
Like there's more black.
Sometimes the second time around, you make
Yeah.
better decisions.
But are they missing lines on the right-hand side on the leaf?
I was rushing.
Quick little rose banger. I really like the placement. It frames the kneecap out.
Nice shading in the rose.
All right, thank you.
Woof. Every single one of those legs are super choppy, super wonky.
Hopefully the centipede doesn't send them home, you know?
I wish I didn't put those mandalas on there.
Why did you do it?
I feel like I forgot the whole placement thing, you know? At some point, the line work is gonna catch up to you, you know?
All right, let's bring up the next artist's body of work.
I guess that's me.
6 tattoos. Looks like 2 people got the rat.
It's not.
Oh, on the neck.
The neck is so curved, it makes the snout look really short. That's why you're getting more of a rat vibe. This is more fox-like.
I like the browns in the fox. Real smooth, nice transitions.
Cobra.
On the head.
I wish the pattern on the top of the head was a little more uniform.
The way the tongue crosses, I don't love. I wish they would have been separate. I like that part.
Tribal turtle.
It has some style to it. It has some flow.
It's a hard place to tattoo the armpit. You know, to get these lines this clean and the gaps that perfect.
Whoever did this does these a lot. I think I have a guess.
Maybe in Hawaii.
Another turtle I like.
The face in the middle's drawn really well. And it looks like it has volume and doesn't have no shading in it, which is really cool to pull off.
Really cool
I
placement.
like it. I like how the horns perfectly fit up the sides with the tendon. This is a great tattoo.
The dragon's so cool.
Thanks. The dragon's my favorite out of all of them.
And solid.
Let's bring up the next artist's body of work. Oh,
these are cool.
That's mine.
8 tattoos.
2 people chose the seahorse.
I like the line weight on it. It's real heavy and bold.
The shading's really solid in there. This is a really nice tattoo.
black and gray seahorse.
I really like the control of the grays.
The chest is cool too. It's just that solid black, kind of
Yeah.
bring your eyes through it.
Little Sacred Heart.
It's bold, clean, straight to the point.
It's a sticker.
That was my favorite.
It's a great face. Look at that cool hair.
I like these exaggerated, whimsical curls. It's a really cool stylized tattoo.
777s.
I really like how the tip of the 7 overlaps the body of the 7.
That's my least favorite part of it.
What?
The one all the way to the left doesn't look like that overlaps as much as the 2 on the right.
I did that for DJ too, so that's fun.
3 different people chose the butterfly.
Fine line, delicate.
I wish there was some more punchy black in there.
They'd get away with all of it if they had the eye really feel like it was a thing. This eye just feels not important enough in the design.
Just adding that punched in heavier color, it looks a lot better.
The 3rd time's the charm, you know?
It gets better each time it was done.
I still feel like I'm going home.
Come on, the seahorse is
Yeah,
good.
come on.
No, I didn't. Actually, the
up.
seahorse looks much better than I remember it looking.
Let's bring up the next artist.
Oh shit, that's me.
These tattoos are tough. Nothing but tough tattoos up there, you know? The skeleton's trippy, weird.
I love that eyeball. The teeth, they're great.
This thing is wonky and weird,
cool.
and I like it.
I like it's not Japanese.
Panther.
Just black and open skin. I think
Yeah.
that was the way to go on this one.
This shows adaptability and versatility working on darker skin.
Snakehead.
I love the flames.
Nice line work. I like the scales.
Classic, weird pit bull head. I love the contrast between all the shading in the face of the dog and then this flat collar. It makes the collar pop.
I can't believe I did 3 pimple tattoos though. That's insanity.
This one's cool. I don't like it as much.
This one to me gets a little tiger stripey.
Portrait style.
He did a straight up realism dog. This thing's sick.
I like the texture of all the folds.
Talk about adaptability. This is so different from every other approach that they've shown us.
I've never tattooed it, and being able to do it 3 times in one day was a nice moment.
Yeah, but you also did it fucking good. Holy
Hell
shit.
yeah, every one of them was solid.
Let's bring up the next artist's body of work.
I wonder who.
Oh, yeah. This one's definitely more feminine.
Got a bit of a girly touch to it.
Let's see this fish.
None of the line work is consistent. There's absolutely no areas of solid black.
I was shaking real bad.
I definitely prefer this one to the black and gray.
The body is the most confident part, where it comes off of dark black and then fades up and shades around.
I'll take this fish.
This is a peacock feather, yeah?
I don't know, because peacock feathers are longer.
The actual head of the feather is confusing because it almost looks like a tiger eye or something.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
If you're gonna do a feather like this, at least bring in those thin feather lines to create some sort of texture inside the feather.
See, I like this. I like the heart. I like how dark it is. I like the contrast within it. The jewel looks cool.
My problem isn't all of the other stuff cluttering up the skull. They stuck a random thing in the forehead and put some flowers around it.
They shouldn't just be stuck like they're glued to the skull. It was a bad move.
And a flower.
It has a nice flow, fits the ribs really nice.
Delicate, smooth, soft gray in there as well. Definitely my favorite tattoo out of the pack.
That was not fun.
When I started that first beta fish, I could not stop shaking. My hands were like this, man.
I think this challenge got a lot of us.
No excuse.
Today, you had to show detail with melting tattoos on the upper arm. Let's see how you did. Ishnard, you're up first. This garden gnome is badass.
Every single piece of this is absolutely detailed. The callus pulled back cuticle on the fingernail, the cut up of one of the fingernails.
Those little couple toes sticking out of the boot. His hat's awesome. You can really tell that that hat is melting down like the wax on a candle.
You have great details like with the brain, and is he gonna eat his eye?
It's fucking awesome.
Matt.
I like this skull. It looks badass. I love the details in the teeth, the reflections in the metal.
You really hit these reflections and know where to knock certain tones down, like in the back of the skull. I like how dark you kept it back there. You really pushed all these details to the front areas.
I love all of the lightness you have in the forehead coming down under that eye socket. I love the cheek, how open you left it.
I do think you hit this metallic, melting, detailed look.
Luca. It's a really cool tattoo. That tongue of the dinosaur looks so cool, and then it fades to nothing. You should see something in that mouth.
The parts that have the detail are extremely successful.
And then the parts that don't
are just blank.
Yeah.
These 3 drips coming off the side, they're a little repetitive. You could have got a little more wild and a little bit more wet. Overall, there's some good detail in here, but it looks a bit unfinished.
Seth.
The areas of the melting you have, how you have the lead actually look like chrome.
Very successful.
It's so successful, that shit looks metallic.
I love that you switched up the underside of the mushroom and just did it that yellowish color, and it kills some of the detail under there and brings your eye to all those other colored parts.
My favorite part about this are the few little stained glass pieces that have a stripy texture in them. It's such a cool approach.
Kyra.
Good luck, big dog.
I love the structure of the anatomy of the horse.
The ears are awesome. They're simple, they're clean, they're high contrast.
The hair's got good flow, but as I get into where the eye is, the melting part, I kind of get a little bit lost. It does look like a zombie horse.
It's a very cool tattoo. Question will be, where does it hit in the challenge? Keahi. I like this dragon. You were very successful in making the chrome look shiny.
There's tons of details in here. I just think there's too many details everywhere. The sword gets a little lost for me.
You used the same sort of dark rust brown in the background that you used in the chrome. So there's no separation. There's just too much shit going on.
Allie.
I don't see a ship when I look at it. I see like a tree house, and it's kind of like in this fantasy realm. But I like the way the fans are and the blades, the way it would be sailing through the air.
That little barrel on the side is really cool. But you didn't bring that melting effect into one certain area. You kind of tried to mimic it everywhere. It's just so confusing. I would have tried to steer that ship in a different direction.
Boucher.
The melting seems like an afterthought. The face is kind of set on this skull, but the skull is bigger than the face, and the chin doesn't meet up.
Nothing works with each other.
I can tell that when you did the yellow and you were like, oh, okay, it's too green. So when you went to the top, you were like, I'm gonna do a little bit more orange. And then it really ended up looking completely different.
You tried to pull off tricks that you didn't quite understand.
Oh, damn. Give me all the love. Give me all the love. I need it. I need it.
Oh,
Here we go.
All right, judges. The artist had 6 hours to prove their ingenuity by tattooing scars. We don't know who did what, but safety from elimination is on the line. Let's bring up the first scar.
It's mine.
This was the self-harm. Cool little skunk.
With the flower. And I love the endearing eyes, man, like so loving.
There's a lot of cool textures and tricks in this. It's very animated.
The illusion of the white on the belly right there in the shadow is really cool.
I love this tattoo.
It makes you smile, right?
This skunk's got a good funk.
Cool.
Cool.
Well done, Luca.
That tattoo made me happy.
Thank you.
Let's bring up the next scar.
Oh, that's me.
This was the quadruple bypass. Wow.
I love the black scales. I love the antlers. It looks fierce.
Bold, bright, perfectly centered. I mean, the scar runs through the whole thing.
Which is kind of crazy because you don't see the scar at all.
Anywhere.
Great tattoo.
All right.
Oscar that.
Good shit.
Good job, man.
I think I'm good on dragons, though. I think I'm sold out.
Whew. Let's see the next scar.
Oh, Boucher. What up?
The near fatal quad accident.
It has some nice gray shading, nice values.
But the legs get a little stiff for me.
The body itself doesn't really match up with the way it's throwing up its wings.
The head just feels a bit plain. Doesn't look powerful like the rest of the bird.
I would have liked to see the head tilted a little bit, maybe upward.
Even a more dynamic positioning to show the power of a phoenix.
But the scar's gone.
I think you did a solid job,
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Luca. Shit, my mama gonna see you say that.
Let's see the next scar.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Preventative mastectomy. Wow.
If you're gonna do a rose, you gotta do it like this.
Ah.
Really cool contrast and lighting on the rose. Adding this really cool curve made this thing flow nicely.
This artist actually used this undercurve and created this beautiful, elegant shape on the body.
I love the way it fades off with the thorns. I love the butterfly. The butterfly's sick.
Since the butterfly is the only thing in color, it looks like the butterfly is coming out at you. Super effective.
Whoever did this is badass.
Yeah.
I think I know who did this.
Who do you think?
Kyra.
Yeah?
Kyra?
Kyra's good with that
I can see
realistic
that.
black and gray.
Thank you. If Kyra did this tattoo, then this is hands down the best tattoo that Kyra has done.
Maybe the best rose that Ink Master has seen.
Damn.
Let's go!
Big dog. Let's see it. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Let's see the next scar.
Oh, it's mine.
The infected dog bite. Whoa.
This one's tough because it's textured and it's deep.
Some of the lines get away because you are taking something so circular and consecutive straight lines over something that's so textured.
But I love how on the outside, the frame of the tattoo is really beautiful, smooth filigree.
What an ingenious way to create this pocket with these gears where you can look into the scar.
You can't really make out that deep cavity anymore. It disguises it 100%.
A lot of things I didn't finish because she was incredibly pain. I have to do a lot of things on the fly.
Having to do cogs in that place and with how bad she was doing, I think you did really well.
Let's see the next scar.
Oh, that's mine.
The flesh-eating bacteria. Wow. 6 hours?
It's huge, it's bold, it's super impressive.
I like the shapes in the cheeks and the jaw and the teeth. I mean, it looks badass.
Whoever did this really complimented not only the scar, but the entire torso.
Doesn't look stagnant, doesn't look stiff. It has like really cool flow. Using those really like pitted areas above the teeth, and the way this drawing was illustrated to cover that scar was perfect. Matt did this.
It's gotta be
that's
Matt.
what I think, Matt.
To go like this, it takes a lot of balls. It's fucking great.
It's not often you can try to do something so big and you can pull it off and the canvas sits it.
He probably ain't got no shirt on right now somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the next scar.
Oh, that's my guy.
This was the gentleman who was hit by the speeding car.
I like the wolf. It's a bold tattoo, strong outline, nice gray shading, but the thorns, it's kind of like too much of it. It could have broken up in some spots. I like the way the paw's drawn and the nails.
It's just a little exaggerated how that paw would actually curl. The wrist of the paw goes back like it should be the other leg, and then it curls around and goes to the other side.
Where that claw is coming from is confusing to me.
They did a great job of covering this scar. It's the illustration that I have a problem with.
It is fucking clean. Like, you
Yeah.
can't argue
And
that.
it's tough not being there to be able to tell them the story of why I did the things that I did, but if I'm in the bottom, I'll just fucking fight my way to the top.
Kyra, Matt, Luca, and Keahi. The 4 of you are safe from elimination.
Cool. It's a nice feeling.
The rest of you are not. You will have one last chance to redeem yourself.
Okay.
That's better than none. Yeah.
The 3 of you will move directly into a face-off,
Shit.
tattooing against each other. For this face-off, you must prove your ingenuity by combining not 1, not 2, but 3 completely different subjects into one cohesive tattoo. Let's see how you did.
Good luck, my boy.
You too, boo. Good luck, guys.
Boucher.
Let's get straight in it.
This tattoo's sick. I like the way the girl's face is warped inside this crystal ball. It's not just straight and flat.
I love how crispy the skull is compared to the face. It makes the face look like it's actually in that glass ball.
I like how you didn't really use any black inside the ball, I like that ghosty, warped image.
I didn't just come here to just be doing regular shit like the old me. I'm a whole new person.
You stepped it up on this piece. You wanted to show us the best tattoo you've done in this competition, and you did it.
Shit, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Hell yeah, shit.
Thank you, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Set. This is a beautiful tattoo. It's clean, it's colorful.
The way that you rendered the hair, it has movement, it has a style to it.
You really use an ingenious way to bring the hair into the neck, becoming like this side neck tattoo and then coming into like this skull. It's just really beautifully done. I love all the lines in it.
Do more skulls like that. It's my favorite part in this piece.
With this one, I just got super inspired.
You stepped up and created something really cool and different.
Thank you so much.
Really fucking cool.
Thanks, guys.
Ishnard.
I love the pink skeleton. I like that you didn't try to put too much detail in that. I like all the detail in the face. That's really the focal point. You pull off these cool tricks. You're not afraid to like pull that weird gray and purple down the whole forehead and leave just these wrinkles in the brow lines. It's ballsy.
I love the chrysanthemum brooch. From the absolutely perfect, tiny little gold chain on the bottom, it's killer.
I love the mouth. I love the whole expression of speaking your mind and the skeleton on top, pulling this mouth open. Dude, this thing's sick.
It's great, man.
It's amazing.
All right, bro.
3 good tattoos.
Today, you had to show precision with micro-realistic postage stamps. Let's see how you did.
All right, here we go.
Matt.
Far out straight out the gate.
I like the edges of the stamps. That perforation and that realistic stamp edge tells the story of it being a stamp without having to explain it too much. This portrait of this jaguar, all these cool textures. You pulled off this detail, tiny. It's really amazing.
The castle and the hills on top are really nice. I like the water.
I mean, talk about precision. You have actual little blocks indicated in there. These tattoos are awesome. You fucking crushed.
Seth.
You had one of the hardest asks doing all this meat, but you know, you pulled it off successfully. It reads as like, you know, sausages and meat and a cleaver.
The little wheels of cheese, I love the gray tones in them to really make them look white, bright, and pop.
But the flower could have been a little punchier. Some of the greens get a little washy in areas and doesn't have that solid vibrancy.
One thing that I don't love is the fold. It doesn't look realistic to me. It kind of just folds over completely.
It's a little exaggerated. It loses that realistic feel.
Kyra. These remind me of old stamps. The realism part is the red stamp on top. That is just like the perfect little addition with the little half of the city's names on there.
The depiction of Egypt in the bottom is super cool. It's super successful. These camels, they also have shading in them and textures. I love the reflection of the shadow of them walking. It's just a great little photo.
The plane reads really well. I do see that the top one's a little skewed, warped a little bit. What was...
I curved the whole stamp at the top because I thought it would be fun and different.
It kind of takes away from it a little bit.
But you killed these tiny details, super precise. These are great tattoos.
Thank you.
Keahi.
That little temple is very, very impressive. Cropping it and choosing a really recognizable view of this was the smartest way to go, and you crushed.
The top sunset is sick. You nailed the tones in it and the reflection.
It looks like a postcard.
I love the tear, really tiny detail, but it looks realistic. But coming off of that tear, the stamp gets a little unrealistic.
They look like they're too close to the skin tone.
Paper is white. You have the white in that little 3 cents. So if you show white in one area, it makes the border of the stamp look flat.
You hit precision in the centers of them, but on the outside, they could have been a little bit more clean and just deliberate.
Ishnard.
I love the color and the white and the balance of gray and everything that you put in those borders. It's awesome. The landscape is great. The trees and the reflection are really, really lovely.
Pulling off this intricate phone booth shows precision. That's a lot of little details to render that small.
I like the way the red repeats itself from the phone box to the stamp to the pen.
That little thumbtack is crazy realistic. Even the little metallic stem that goes in.
I personally think you hit the ball on this one. Solid, clean, colorful. You did a great job.
Thank you, guys.
Luca.
You put in so many little tricks to make the eye believe that these are folded and crumpled and torn. It's just really impressive.
I really love the mountains. The color with the shadows looks really cool with the trees.
The top one, Mount Fuji, I feel like I'm there. It has that perfect lighting. I love the perforation. It has a really realistic look to it, like a stamp would be.
I guess if I'm being honest, the safety pin just kind of gives me the creeps because it looks like it hurts. Maybe that means it's really good.
This is what it means.
The fact that I look at it and keep going like, ah.
It does look like there's a bump, right?
It looks like it red,
Yeah.
right? It looks like it hurts. Good job.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yesterday, you had to call out another artist and create a line drawing for them to tattoo.
Fun little twist.
Today, you had to try to out-tattoo the artist who tried to take you out.
Another big surprise.
To earn your spot in the finale, you will be judged on your line drawing and both of your tattoos.
Pressure's on.
Before the judges critique your work, there is one last thing you should know.
Of course. Bring it.
4 of you will move on to compete in the finale for $250,000 and the title of Ink Master.
What?
So it's 4 people in the finale.
4 people in the finale.
Holy shit.
Ishnard. You got called out by Keahi and had to tattoo his line drawing.
You made so many smart choices to make this your own. The fact that you went in and brought a shadowy figure of the second wing behind the tribal was super smart.
When I saw this line drawing, the skull was my least favorite part of it. Now that you tattooed it and brought these elements of the Polynesian into the skull, it's my favorite part of the design. You did justice to what you were given, and you did it in a creative way.
Thank you.
Matt, you went head-to-head with Ishnard, tattooing Keahi's line drawing.
I like that you took liberty to make it bigger. I like the placement of it.
The angle that you put it at just makes that Polynesian look kind of like a wing of the bird.
And the way that you rendered that bird skull is really beautiful.
I like that weird pitty areas, and I like the details in the beak area.
Let's take a look at it up against Ishnard's tattoo. I prefer Matt's.
I do think that the hollowness of Matt's skull creates the same balance in the skull that the tribal has.
I far prefer Ishnard's. It looks like Ishnard's could be carved out of bone.
I like Matt's skull better.
I mean, there's a lid for every pot, guys.
There is. All right, moving on. You got called out by Ishnard and had to tattoo his line drawing.
The latex is really successful. The legs and thighs look really good. I like how the stockings break up from the skin.
There's a lot of texture in what she's wearing and her hair. That whole area gets chaotic. I really got to pick it apart to see what's going on in there.
You got tripped up, but I still think you delivered a technically good tattoo.
That was wicked.
Seth, you went head-to-head with Matt, tattooing Ishnard's line drawing.
I love the hair black. I love that you kept that shine just on the rim.
The latex is rendered beautifully, leaving the high gloss shine on the hip. Belly button looks great.
I like how you minimized the chest and didn't put too much details in there. It's still readable.
Let's look at it side by side with Matt's tattoo.
Ah, I clearly won.
These are close.
I love the black choice for the latex on Matt's, but I like the oomph of the color in Seth's.
I mean, it just seems like Matt got lost from the waist up.
So many more tricks in color. It's just what it was designed for.
Seth is sick.
Looks pretty cool.
You got called out by Matt and had to tattoo his line drawing.
You really crushed this tattoo. I mean, the outline to the color, teeth are awesome. It's gritty and badass.
And when you look inside of the mouth, you have this super vibrant, hot pink that swirls, and you have black behind it. But over to the right-hand side, you go just to gray without any black anywhere.
That gray under it makes it look more faded and less poppy. That being said, I love the tattoo. I think you did a great job.
You killed this piece.
Oh, thank you.
I love
It's
it.
fun, huh?
I love it. It's so fun.
Luca, you went head-to-head with Seth, tattooing Matt's line drawing.
I like that you added the flames up top following that movement of the bottom ones. You played with all these gross little textures and brought a little bit of a realistic touch.
I like you ditching some of the outline on it and doing this soft, bioorganic texture inside the mouth there where it's all red.
This is really good. It's really fun to look at and different.
Thank you.
Let's look at it head-to-head with Seth's.
I love the lime green and the pink that Seth used, but I prefer the depth of the mouth on Luca's.
They're really both trippy and really successful.
Moving on, you got called out by Seth and had to tattoo his line drawing.
I like that you left the gaps in between the skin. Looks like a little window. How solid it is, it's just insane. Like, it's packed in there, the colors.
I do love that you tried to bring an interesting texture to the petals and do the opposite of what you imagined Seth would have designed.
The whole tattoo is really clean and it's really well done.
Thank you very much.
Keahi, you went head-to-head with Luca, tattooing Seth's line drawing.
I love that you chose this more antique-y color palette for the piece. It does this piece justice 100%.
The way the transition from the top being dark and then lightening up to open skin was really nice.
Let's take a look at this tattoo up against Luca's tattoo.
I prefer the feeling I get when I look at Keahi's. I think it fits the drawing itself more.
But I do think that Luca's is more solid.
All right, moving on. You got called out by Luca and had to tattoo his line drawing.
I really like the hair. It's heavy and black,
Every single strand is moving and it has a flow and it's lovely.
but it looks like you were against time when you got to the face. The shading on her cheek, it could have been a little smoother.
There's a lot missing in the face. It definitely doesn't read as confident.
Ishnard, You went head-to-head with Keahi, tattooing Luca's line drawing.
This tattoo's sick. The face is done really well. I love the eyes. I love the nose.
I love the color choices in the flowers. Bringing in that blue against this peachy face was really smart. It's a lot of tricks to pull off in 6 hours, too.
Well, let's take a look at it next to Keahi's tattoo.
Keahi's looks like he struggled with time. It almost has an unfinished feeling. And Ishnard looks like he had double the time.
I still love the hair on Keahi's. I love the ear.
But I almost feel like you played it safe by doing that because you don't have to really draw into the anatomy where you had to actually draw into the anatomy, Ishnard.
I think you're locked in right now, dude. You're becoming very hard to beat in this competition.